Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio, and I think that many of us have our own pet peeves, don't you? Every one of us has that one or three or maybe even many things that just annoy the shit out of us and make us want to crawl the fucking wall. Well, one of the things that gets under my skin quicker than you can say poison is fake sex and movies.
Okay, like really? That's something that irritates you that much?
Well, he said it's just a pet peeve.
He fucking snores while he talks at the same time.
I can't stand it. My wife and I, we love watching movies. We enjoy watching true stories, drama, thriller, suspense. Sometimes when we're really fucking bored, we'll even watch a horror movie. Now, some people will be like, bored? Then you'll watch a horror movie? Yeah, because unfortunately most horror flicks are usually B-rate, right? We're talking low-budget type of films. The only type of scary...
Yeah, it's like...
low-budget type of films. Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Low-budget type of films.
Oh my God.
Movies I enjoy watching. If I'm gonna sit down and watch something, is Freddy Krueger, maybe even a couple of reruns of Jason Voorhees. But if you're gonna watch like a good scary movie,
of Jason Voorhees. It's such a
reruns. What the fuck are you talking about?
First of all, there's no reruns of a movie.
Leave It to Beaver or something? What the fuck?
And they're not called Jason Voorhees. Friday the 13th, dude.
I watch reruns on. Yeah, like like in between the Brady Bunch and Andy Griffith.
I watch reruns of Jason Voorhees. Yeah, it's the old Jason Voorhees show. Let's see who Jason's gonna kill this week, kids.
Yeah.
Jacob's Ladder, Jeepers Creepers, and there was even this one a while back called Predestination with the Ethan Hawke that was kind of cool.
The Ethan Hawke. Did he say the Ethan Hawke? With the Ethan Hawke. It's like, I'm pretty sure that he's not a the, like, it's just, we don't put the before people's names usually.
What the fuck is he even talking about? Like,
he's meandered off of the topic at this point.
That was really scary, if not fucking twisted and strange.
Okay, you were talking about sex scenes. Let me help you out.
The thing that bothers me in movies the most,
okay,
really
get back to it,
is fake sex.
Okay, fake sex.
I don't like movies where they take 10, 20 minutes up of the film.
What?
Usually,
I've never seen.
Yeah, a 10-minute.
I've never seen a 10 or 20-minute sex scene in a movie that I can think of. Like,
that's not pornography.
Yeah, I mean, like a porn movie or like some like really weird fucking independent art film, like, and then the two characters fuck for 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
But you don't see that, like, in movies. Fake sex scenes, I mean, usually they last like maybe a minute or two, and if you're watching like a PG-13 sex scene, then it's just like a lot of like sheets and pillows, like in strategic places.
If you don't like it, they have this thing called a rating system where they rate the movies, so you can see what the movie's rated before you watch it. You don't have to see the fake sex scenes that bother you so much.
Why would it bother you? I mean, just get the fuck over it.
It runs about an hour, 20 minutes, maybe an hour and 30 minutes, and then they decide to take that interval, you know what I mean? About 15 minutes or 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes.
Or maybe even like 2 minutes.
The actors
maybe
pretending to have sex, and then they go through the whole motions where they point the camera at their legs or their feet. You might even see Mel Gibson's ass, or
whoa! You might even see that supple Mel Gibson.
You might see Mel Gibson's ass.
You might get to see Melanie Griffin's just a touch of the bush and everything.
Touch of the bush.
He sounds like he enjoys explaining it.
Yeah, for something he hates so much. He's like, Do you notice he became like 1,000,000% more eloquent once he got to the part he actually wanted to talk about?
Is he like coming up with a scene right now? I mean, Mel Gibson and Melanie Griffith, did they do a scene together ever?
I don't know.
Or is he just like coming up with
I think
this
he's
shit?
coming up with it.
He's like,
And you see a little bush, and you see Mel Gibson's ass, and you see it bobbing up and down.
Yeah.
Bob, bob, bob. Oh.
And it's like, what is the point of this? Why?
It's to show
Why
that they
do
had
need
sex.
To show this? Because it seems to me that
Why do they need to show this? Oh my god.
You know, this is the thumbnail to the fucking video too.
Yeah, this is the only. It's just this throughout.
Clickbait.
This is a face Brett Keane has never seen
An O face
in his life.
up to the mystery of the imagination. That's the whole point of movies anyway. It's an escape. It's a way to...
Okay, well then, by that logic, every scene could just be that. You could just use your imagination, and it could just be like a guy sitting down at a table and being like, "Man, remember them time those dinosaurs chased me? That shit was crazy." Use your imagination, folks. We ain't gonna show it.
take you away from reality for a little while so you can actually enjoy like an action flick. And it's fine. You don't have to have the fake sex with romance. I know there's some guys out there that are fucking lazy pigs that don't know the difference between love and actual sex.
Calling other people pigs while you're fucking snorting in the microphone? I mean, goddamn. Can you help me find truffles, Brett? Ben's dying, folks.
Sex. There's no correlation. Sex is something that's pleasurable, and for most, we realize it's reproduction. It can be something that can be very enjoyable, but how is it enjoyable
I wouldn't
watching
know.
it on a screen between two strangers who are not even actually doing it in the first place? And
Well, I mean, they're actors,
I mean,
so
yeah, it's
they're
like-
acting.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're doing that for the same reason you fucking show a scene of, like, two people fucking eating food or, you know, walking down the street or anything else that fucking human beings do. It's a goddamn movie. If they feel like there's some need for a sex scene to be in it, even if it's just like, you know, maybe the audience wants to see these people naked, then what the fuck is your problem? Just die.
don't even get me started on people who actually spend time watching porn. I remember talking to an
Like
atheist a
you
while
all the
back.
time? No one believes that Brett Keane doesn't watch porn, Brett Keane.
No, Brett Keane does not watch porn.
Brett Keane is the most, just anyone who looks at him knows that he fucking, like, pretty much eats and breathes porn.
He does not watch porn. He just, you know, he's a God believer.
Yeah, he believes in God. He might believe in God, but God is watching him jerk off.
Can I
to
hang out?
fucking
He said that
extreme
while
quantities
he was
of
at
porn.
work, his girlfriend
Porn.
would basically do her deed while
Do
he was
her
doing
deed.
his thing at work.
Jitter
And then he would
diddly
come
do.
home and everything would be fine. He claimed to have an open relationship. Well, I found out recently that the guy's relationship fell apart, even though he argued up and down with me. But Brett,
See, listen to this anecdotal bullshit.
What is this?
I knew a guy.
I
who,
knew this guy who did this
What
stuff.
the fuck does this have to do with fake sex in movies?
I don't know, Ben.
He's like, well, let me talk about porn. It's like, okay.
Brett he's going on his little tangent, and you shouldn't try to stop him, you know? He knew a guy, Ben.
He knew a guy.
He fucking knew a guy who had an open relationship, and it all went to shit, and therefore he's right about something.
About
Something.
sex is perfectly natural. Sex is perfectly fine. And he said that he had no issue whatsoever and that she was perfectly loyal to him. And just because she was sitting there finger banging herself to some disgusting ass porn and looking at other men's penises, he didn't seem to believe that he had any kind of concern whatsoever because of course
I like his descriptions, man.
Yeah,
He's like,
you know, it's for someone who doesn't watch porn or any
watching
of that stuff.
disgusting ass porn and looking at
Yeah,
other men's
finger banging her fucking pussy, looking at big dicks. Yeah. See, okay, Brett.
According to him, sex is natural. It's fine and perfectly healthy to look at other people's ding-dongs, even if you're in a relationship.
Ding-dongs? What are we, like 5?
Yeah, we're 5 now.
My ding-dong.
Ding-dong! I'm gonna stick my ding-dong in you, huh?
I guess when people say they have an open relationship, what they mean is the door is open for them to leave any fucking time, right? Because it happened to him.
Isn't that with any relationship?
Back to the point.
I mean, like, if your wife was like, Brett, I'm fucking sick of your ass, I'm leaving you. Like, you would respect that, right? Or would you just like chain her in a fucking in the bedroom or something? He's like, oh, I guess the door's just open to leave at any time. Like, yeah, it should always be like that, you moron.
A lot of these movies, like for instance, yesterday
Now he's back
I
to
just
the
got
movie.
done watching a
Why?
movie with Jeff Bridges in it. He's one of my favorite actors, right along with Christopher Walken's, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino.
Christopher Walken's? Christopher Walken's. Okay. Jesus Christ, Brett. I mean, I hate to like just nitpick your fucking manner of speech all the time, but God, you talk like a goddamn child.
The Cage. I love the Cage Rage. That's what my boy calls it too. Nicolas Cage, the Cage Rage. We watch these movies and
Nicolas Cage, the Cage Rage, Cage. Cage Rage, Rage Cage, you know.
don't enjoy seeing that part. That part of the movie where the two people are looking at each other and then they go into the bedroom or they lay on whatever the hell's sitting there and then they go through that big long scene of that it's fake sex. You know, some people might say, well, you watch wrestling, don't you, Brett? You know that's fake. That's kind of odd because if you actually see men body slamming each other and throwing chairs at each other or falling off.
Where's he going with this?
He's
like
just so dumb. Like these meandering tangents into fucking nowhere, and they lead to nothing, and they're just so bizarre, and they're such like I don't think he would be saying all this unless
how are you like a fan? Like what happened?
I don't know.
Like tell me what happened. Like
I mean, I don't know, man.
Did he change?
You know, I don't know if he did or not. But, you know, there was some videos he made back in the day that were
obviously his views have changed, but has his delivery changed? You know?
I mean, and yeah, but like also like he never had any problem. Like he never made a video like I hate sex or something. Like he made like raunchy jokes and shit in his videos and talked about sex and like being attracted to women and shit. But now all of a sudden you got this like pseudo Puritan Brett Keane who basically you can just tell by the way he's talking about this shit that it's such a put upon. Like,
yeah,
it's so fucking fake.
And he still swears and shit like that too.
Yeah, and he's still talking about like finger banging pussies and all like
big dicks and Mel Gibson's ass
and like a little bit of Bush and all this shit. And it's like people who are genuinely like offended by this stuff don't tend to talk about it.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
G-Man, you know.
Right, like they're almost squeamish to say those kind of things. But you're acting like you're squeamish about it, but then you're talking about it like someone who's just totally 100% comfortable and at home. So, I mean, like, you're just revealing so much about yourself when you go off on these weird little tangents and shit. Like, I don't think he realizes, like, how much insight into him we get.
I don't know how he got to wrestling, though. Like now he's on wrestling.
Because, it's fake sex, so wrestling is fake. I don't know. I mean, it's, like, such a tenuous connection. It doesn't even make any sense.
Cages at 16.
I mean, you know, you said he was out of ideas. I think he's just going batshit. Because, I mean, like, this is just off the wall.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, what? I listened to it, I'm just like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I mean, like, this is almost coming across like someone's, like, performance piece at this point. I mean, I don't think he's trolling. I just think he's fucking going crazy.
You think he's finally lost
I
it?
think he's lost his fucking what little marbles he had, and now he's just stuck in a realm of like meaningless tangents into nowhere, digressions upon digressions.